Hi, I'm Jackie. If you have stiff knees, older knees, osteoarthritis in your knees, they're not bending so well, don't worry, I'm not going to get you to do kneeling poses. I'm going to show you lots of really good yoga and physio exercises combined that will help your knees to free up, have less pain, just feel younger in your body. I hope you can do it. It's about 25 minutes of your precious time, but it's time well spent because the benefits will last for the whole day or even the next day, because exercise is the best medicine, and you will be pleased that you put the effort in, the time into this video. Just do it and it will help you, I promise. Starting off standing, look down at your feet, bring your feet a good hip width. Try to pick up your toes and spread your toes. Try to get your knees as aligned as you can, as straight as you can through the centre of the knee facing ahead, doing your best. Whatever muscles you need to use to get knee alignment, they're the muscles you need to strengthen. And then try to generally have good posture, because if you have better posture, there's more equal weight through your knee joints. So not more in one leg. Try to have the balanced weight in the right and left hip, knees, feet. And then also try to not be here, because that's putting that downward pressure through your spine, but also your knees and through your feet. So keeping that reach through the crown of the head. And the most important thing is not your knees. The most important thing is you're grateful for your life and grateful to get old and get stiff knees, because some people don't get to grow old and have stiff knees. So just be happy with you're doing your best wherever you're at. And we are going to do some great exercises for our stiff knees today, just so they feel a bit freer and you can move more freely and enjoy your life even more. First exercise is just going to lift our heels up, and if you're new to this, just have your hands on the wall so that you have alignment, so you don't let the ankles splay out. So you push into the base of the big toe and you're strengthening your outer ankle. So we're doing about 10 or so of these. So strengthening the ankle in the correct way. So some of you are ready for the middle of the room. So don't let those ankles splay out. This is what not to do. See that? Don't do that. Keep pushing to the base of the big toe, strengthening the outer ankle. Lift through your heels and then slowly lower. Lift your heels, slowly lower. When you get really strong for this, but it does take a little while, but if you keep doing it, you will get stronger. You can do one at a time, and that's going to increase the load, but you'll need to start at the wall so that you get that alignment. Because if you're out of alignment, ankles splayed out, you're not strengthening the correct way, you actually might be not doing good things for your body. So try to have good technique. Next exercise, you can bring your feet a bit wider. Just bend your knees and straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. And as your knees loosen up, it's also your ankles. You might be able to go a bit further down, but just be careful of this one. Too much of this one can aggravate knee osteoarthritis, too much weight through the knee joint, and also overstretching, because this is actually a stretch as well as weight bearing. So you're flexing through your knee. So you actually need that flexibility through the front. Don't force or strain. You hear mine are a bit creaky. I am 53. A few creaks starting to come now. And then we'll put the two together and add on one of the best exercises, elbows in back pockets. Because these muscles in your back, if they're not strong here, then you're going to go in this direction as you get older. So you don't want that. So elbows in back pockets with the heel raise, retracting the shoulders. And then we're going to protract the shoulders, so push and bend your knees. I'll do about 10 of these. Focus on that good technique. Even these exercises, I've just started to warm up a bit. I'm just going to take my jumper off, so keep going. It's a cold morning here in Margaret River, Western Australia. A very beautiful part of the world. It's a long way, the most isolated part of the world here. Perth is the most isolated city where I grew up, and now I've moved down to Margaret River because there's a really good surf here, which is my passion, my obsession, and the reason why I do yoga, to keep my body young, to surf into old age, to surf well. Okay, that's enough of that one. Okay, and then this is another one which is quite good for your knees if you do the right amount. If you do too much of this, or you've got incorrect technique like that, you can strain your knees. But see if you can keep that front knee not twisting. So you're feeling a little stretch in the inner thigh, just bending and straightening. Try to get that back foot turned in a bit, get that flexibility into the outer ankle, and then hold warrior two. It's also a neck rotation. Squeeze your elbows straight, squeeze your glutes, and try to squeeze up the pelvic floors, mula bandha. Let's do the other side. Try to really work on the internal rotation, that back hip, and you're trying to bend and straighten the front knee, so warming it up into the pose. You can have, if your arms are starting to fatigue, you should do more of my videos and get stronger arms for a start. Do not lose strength when you get older, so work on your body. Try to do one of my videos every day, and a variety of them, because they'll suit. I give options for everything. There's no excuses. The worst thing you can do is lose strength and mobility as you get older. And hold warrior two. Check the alignment of the back foot turning in, the front knees facing over the middle three toes, your arms straight, and then rotating through your neck. Squeeze your glutes. Lift through your pelvic floor. And then releasing. If you need one hand on the wall for this one, we're going to straighten and bend one knee, point, flex, bend, straighten, point, flex, bend, straighten, point, flex, bend, straighten, point, flex, bend, straighten. You might have one hand on the wall. Just a bit of weight, working on balance, working on knee flexion, knee extension. So fully straighten, point, flex, bend. Fully straighten, point, flex, bend. Fully straighten, point, flex, finishing with point and flex, and then hold, fully straighten, squeeze both knees straight, and then other leg. So you lift the leg up and bend it and straighten it and point and flex, and bend and straighten and point and flex. Bend, fully straighten, point and flex. Bend as much as you can, fully straighten, point and flex. Squeeze your standing knee straight, point, flex. You might lose your balance. That's fine. That's what you want. You want to lose your balance a little bit and then try to recover, because that's going to help you in your life. Don't play it too safe. So try to take your hand off the wall if you've got the wall there. Do a few point and flexes and a hold, feeling the muscles. Okay, that's great. Okay, and then shaking one leg, which stimulates blood flow a bit. Shaking your other leg. Coming down to the floor, so mindful, because I know my yoga students, most of them have stiff knees, a lot of, especially the old blokes. So you got to be careful coming down. So you might just sort of slowly put one knee down. And we're going to come to all fours. And then cat-cow. Just a little bit of weight in the knees here, on the kneecaps. And we're just doing good things for our spine, which is good to do every day. The older you get, the more you need this, not just for your muscles that get stiff in your back, but also as we get older, the lymph, the blood flow and the gut flow gets a bit more stagnant as well. So it's not just about freeing up the muscles, it's about nothing getting stagnant. General health, movement is medicine. So try to have this pose in your life. You can do it a little bit here, little sips of yoga snacks. Okay, the next exercise, onto your belly. Let us face this way. And then we're just going to be, quickly look at what I'm doing here, bending one knee, bending the other knee. So working on strength in the back of the legs and hips and a little bit spine. So working on a little bit of spinal extension here, which is good to prevent a rounded spine. And then we're working on pointing our feet, working on bending our knees and strengthening the muscles at the back of the legs, back of the knees, the hamstrings. You feel a few muscles in your lower back as well. This is actually really good because when we're working on strength in the back, flexibility in the front of the knees. Very, very good one. Really feel that. Try to feel the muscles in the back of your legs. Keep pushing the pubic bone down or posterior tilting through your pelvis to lengthen your lower back. Okay, and then the next one is lift one leg up, lift the other leg up. Keep squeezing your belly and your glutes for this one. And just a bit more strengthening the back of the legs. So not working on knee flexion now. Trying to squeeze your knees straight and just strengthening the muscles up the back of the legs and knees and spine. Keep squeezing those glutes. Actively pushing that pubic bone down. Squeezing your belly. And just trying to feel the muscles in your back and your glutes. Let's do a few more each side. Keeping the hip bones level for this one. Okay, now I know people with osteoarthritis and stiffness in their ankles and knees, can't kneel, but you can do this much, that much, and so you're not totally avoiding kneeling, you're just doing what you can. So I'm seeing my old blokes, I call them, the old blokes in my yoga class in their 80s. They're really stiff. They've started yoga at the age of 75, and they just do what they can, and they always feel better after. And so they're still kneeling like this, maybe padding under your knees. I've got the thick carpet here. Obviously some people can go right back. So just do what you can here. And it's just releasing your lower back from what you've just done. Just take it to your edge. You can come in and out of it, or you can just hold at your edge. But feel its ankles, knees, hips and spine flexibility. And then if you can do downward facing dog pose, this one. If your shoulders and wrists are okay, try to do that and get a good stretch up through the back of the legs and calf muscles. If you're not doing that, you can do 3 breaths on one leg, stretching back through your calf and straightening out one leg. And then do 3 breaths on the other leg. Or else downward dog for about 6 breaths in and out. Don't worry too much about heels on the floor. Just feeling a good stretch is the main thing. And remember the most important thing, just enjoying wherever you're at, being grateful. Grateful to get old, for every day you're alive and healthy. Don't take it for granted. Don't worry too much about having stiff knees. Just keep moving. No excuses. Final few breaths. Try to squeeze your knees and elbows straight. And then get yourself to lying on your back and grab a strap or a belt of some sort, or a dressing gown strap, or a dog leash. So, putting it round, let's go the right leg, around the ball of the foot. I want to work on straighten out that leg, fully straighten out your knees, get a bit of a stretch up the back of the leg. Shoulders down. If your neck's arched, most of my older students need a pillow under their head here, so your neck is neutral. One more breath in and out through your nose most of the time. Put the other foot in and release that leg out. To have it on the ball of the foot. Always trying to spread your toes and then try to fully straighten your knee. So you actively need to squeeze up the muscles above your knee. So it's not going to happen on its own really. You need to really grip to fully straighten and strengthen the muscles above your knee, which will really help your knees. So they do need all the help they can get when we're older, because we are losing cartilage, and that's life. So if we can get some nice good muscles above our knees and around our knees, that's going to help to create space and get a bit of a lift and a bit of flexibility as well in the back. A bit of strength in the front. Shoulders down. Face softer. One more breath here. And then now we're going to put the strap down and we're going to just use our muscles. We're going to bring that right leg up again and hold it as straight as you can. Okay, and try to have it closer to the floor, and then you feel you're using your abdominals as well as your hip flexors. You can do a few point and flexors as well, which really stimulates blood flow and working on that ankle mobility. Don't let your back arch. Keep your abs strong. make your muscles fatigue a little bit. Do a few lower and lifts, get a bit of strength in the front of the thigh and knee there, and hip and belly. And then we'll just hug that knee in and just relax and soften those muscles. And you can grab behind your knee if it's too strong and it just doesn't feel comfortable to grab around your shin. Grab behind your knee and there's a bit more space there. And just softening the hip flexors here and the hamstrings behind the knee. And then straighten out your left leg into the air, as straight as you can get, and maybe closer to the floor so you feel your abdominals work a bit harder. Don't let your back arch, keep your abs on. And you can do a bit of ankle mobility, point and flex while we're here. Try to feel the muscles at the front. A few little lower and bit of trying to get the muscles really feeling like they are engaging, strengthening a bit. Final few breaths. And then hug the knee in and just relaxing the muscles, either grabbing on the shin or behind the knee. And then lying on your left side, and see if you can grab your right ankle and pull your right heel in. So you're getting a stretch in the quads and you're working on that knee flexion. So because we get stiff for that, and we're trying to get that, we're trying to free up our stiff knees. So this is a really good one. So I hope you're doing lots of walking, and cycling is really good for your knees. Cycling is amazing. So you're using your quads, so giving them a stretch. Maybe walking up a few hills or stairs. One more breath in and out through the nose. You can use your strap if you can't reach your foot. It's a bit awkward, but you can sort of put that strap around like that. And then over to your other side. Working on that knee flexion, flexity in the front of the thigh and knee, and ankle, shin and ankle and hip. Trying to consciously relax. That will help you to get more release, trying to make it feel good. Deeper exhalations are helpful. You can always press pause and hold a stretch for longer as well, if it doesn't feel long enough. Last breath in and out on this side. Good. And the last exercise, find a spot at the wall and just have your knees inverted for a few minutes. So resting here, really taking the weight off, and you can put a prop under your back if you want a bolster under your back. If you feel like this is not safe, with blood pressure and glaucoma, it might not be safe for you. So you might just lie on your back and rest, but the little few minutes resting with the weight off is really, really good as well for not just your knees, but your mind, your body, everything, your gland, your hormones, your nervous system, which is all connected to your immune system, and everything's connected. So you make one part better, everything's better. watching your breath. In through the nose. Nice soft belly when you're breathing in. Slowly out through your nose. A few more, slowly in. Slowly out. Notice the pause at the end of the exhale. Follow the exhalation to till the end. Feel the pause. Breathing in and out. Relax your face a bit more. Press pause, stop on your device to stay a bit longer, and it's very, very good for you to consciously rest. Mentally, it's amazing, and we all need it more and more as we get older and as the world in the 2020s, which are hectic. When you're ready to finish, you just hug your knees in and roll to the side. And if you just want a bit more from me, a bit more motivation, a bit more education, and more amazing videos, please become a patron, and I'll send you every couple of weeks my favourite live class that I record on Zoom, so you get a little bit more. My patrons are loving that. Extra content. It's really cheap. I'll put a link to become a patron. Not much money for the value you'll get in your body. Please keep doing my videos, and also if you are not becoming a patron, please donate via my PayPal, which is linked there too, or you can go to my website and donate at my website, essentialyoga.com.au. Thank yourself for the effort. You will notice a difference in your body.